Between 1948 and 1994, South African people lived under a racist rule of law. It was called apartheid, which means separateness in Afrikaans, the language spoken by white South Africans. The roots of apartheid stem from the 1600s, when first Dutch, then British colonisers came here. The Europeans seized territory from local people, displacing them from their ancestral lands. When the National Party came to power in 1948, they legitimised racial segregation and forcefully separated people into different classes based on their skin colour, putting the white minority in the highest class and all others below them.
The white race should be preserved.
Different racial groups were forced to live separately. The black majority population had poor housing, inferior schooling. They were restricted in what jobs they could do, where they lived, and even where they could go.
The apartheid system came with such a forceful, violent impact.
Anyone who broke these rules would be brutally punished or sent to prison for life. Countless innocent people died during apartheid. Resistance to this regime formed immediately, and a political group called the ANC, the African National Congress, led protests against the apartheid government.
We shall never give up.
But the National Party banned the ANC and made them illegal. And in 1964, the head of the ANC, Nelson Mandela, was sentenced to life in prison. He spent most of it here on Robben Island. But the people of South Africa and the ANC continued with their resistance to apartheid. Demonstrations persisted both at home and all around the globe. People came together to oppose the apartheid regime. In 1990, after 27 years in prison, Nelson Mandela was released. Just 4 years later, on the 27th of April 1994, the country held its first fair election. For the first time, anyone over 18, regardless of the colour of their skin, could vote. And they voted for the African National Congress, with Nelson Mandela as their president. This day is now celebrated as Freedom Day. A day to remember the struggle against apartheid. All those who sacrificed their lives in the fight against oppression. And a day to celebrate a shared future for all South Africans.